Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. So guys, in our last video we have learned a lot of important concepts in standalone components. So now it will be better if we practice all those concepts in one video. So that is why in this video we are going to do an exercise for practicing standalone components. So I would highly recommend that before checking the solution of this exercise, you try to do this exercise on your own. So this will build your concepts on standalone components. So let us now start. So first of all, let us understand the practice question that we have. First of all, what we need to do is we need to create two new components. One should be inline and the other should be normally we can generate using ngc command. And the next one is we want to display them beneath each other in app component. And next thing that we want to do is we want to add some content message in the components like this much, success or warning, something like that. And finally we have to style the components appropriately. While doing this exercise we will revise all the concepts we have learned so far. So first of all, let's do step one where we will create two new components, warning and success. So now I'm generating a new component, first one, which is success component. So ngc success. Now a success component is generated. Let's now generate a second component, which is warning component. So while generating the warning component, I have written these properties, which is we don't want a test file. For that I have written skip test. Second thing is inline template. We are going to write inline template in this, and finally we are also going to write inline styles in this component. So what this command will do is it will basically give us only one file, that is warning.component.ts. So we have successfully completed our step one where we have successfully generated two components. First one is success, second one is warning. Let's see the second step, display them beneath each other in app component. So in order to display them, we need to first import them in app component. So let's go to app.component.ts file, and here I'm going to import both of the components. So I have imported success component. Let's now mention it here in the import section. In the similar way, let's now import warning component. In the similar way, I have imported warning component, and let's now mention it in the import section. So now the import part is done. Let's now call them in the app.component.html. So here we have to mention the selectors. Now we have called both the components in our app components. Let's see on front end. So if you see in our front end, first of all, we are getting an app component line, then success works and warning works, which means we have successfully imported both the components. Add some content message in the components. So we already have some basic content message in our both the components. Let's update that message. So here instead of success works, I'm just going to write success, and instead of warning works in warning component, let's write warning. Okay. So now the UI is updated with the latest updates. Okay. So now we have success and warning message. Let's now move on to the next step, which is style the components appropriately. So in order to style our success components, we need to go to our CSS file. And since we have written the success message in our paragraph tag, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to apply the styles on p tag. First of all, I'm going to give some margin and padding with a 5 pixel. Next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to give it a border. Now let us see how it is looking on the screen. So you can see we have got a border and a margin and a padding. Let's now decrease the width to 50% because I don't want it to take full screen width. So I'm giving it as width of 50%. So now my success component is looking something like this. Let's also give a background color. Now we have given a background color and this is looking something like this. So our success component is now ready. In the similar way, let's also give some stylings to our warning component. So what I'm going to do is, in order to save time, I'm going to take the same styles and I'm going to go to my warning component, and here we are going to give it inline styles. Okay. So let's space the styles and let's save this file. So you can see we have got the similar styles on the warning component also, but in the warning component we have to give different styles. So what I'm going to do is, in the border color I'm going to give it a color of yellow, and in my background color also I'm going to update the value of my background color. So now our warning components look something like this. So we have almost reached our final results. Let's now remove this app component statement from our main component because we don't need that. So I'm going to remove this line, and now we have achieved our desired result. So this is only the result that we want. So in this video we have seen a practice problem on standalone components where we have revised all the concepts we have learned so far in standalone components. So that's all for this video. If you are new to this channel, make sure to subscribe to the channel and don't forget to like the video. Thanks for watching the video.